Surprising news from BlackBerry this morning. The for sale sign is now gone after the company's only suitor scrapped its offer. Fairfax Financial decided not to buy the struggling tech company after realizing it would take on too much debt in the deal. So where does this leave BlackBerry now? Adrian Arsenault has the details.
So this is awkward. Effectively, BlackBerry held an auction and no one showed up. No one. The deal to be bought by Fairfax Investment gone. Share prices today? Well, get out the magnifying glass. From the once fairy tale sounding high of $147.55 to just $6.50 today. Instead of a sale, Fairfax and its chair Prem Watsa and other investors are putting $1 billion into the company. Even the fans, and yes, there are still many, seem perplexed by this turn.
It appears very much as if Prem Watsa was unable to gather sufficient money to put down $4.7 billion to buy the company.
BlackBerry has spun itself dizzy recently, trying to keep it cheerful. It just couldn't make anyone available to talk with us on camera today, but issued a statement quoting the chair as saying, "Today's announcement represents a significant vote of confidence in BlackBerry and its future by this group of preeminent long-term investors."
The problem is it's really difficult to believe companies when they put press releases out. And in general, it's even more difficult to believe anything that BlackBerry puts out. It's a tough story to swallow.
Many have grown weary of BlackBerry's excuses and its fall. The creative minds of Taiwanese animation have been relentless. And this, their assessment just over a year ago.
他们裁员又延后产品发表日期，意味着这威风一时的公司将面临自己的滑铁卢一战。
An updated version would most assuredly mock January's release of the Z10, which was nowhere near a hit, and its more anticipated rollout of the Q10, which was late.
There we go.
The BlackBerry 10 was supposed to be Thorsten Hein's big score as CEO. Brought in 22 months ago, he's now gone, leaving with a severance package potentially in the tens of millions of dollars. The new boss, John Chen, known for bringing the company's Sybase back from near extinction. Why didn't BlackBerry turn to him sooner? Some will surely ask. So the positive spin when the prospect first emerged of BlackBerry being sold was that finally it could reinvent itself in private, away from the demands of frustrated shareholders. But now it doesn't have that luxury. Now those whose investments are dwindling will be watching even more closely. Peter?
Adrian's here in Toronto tonight. Thanks, Adrian. BlackBerry's new company CEO, John Chen, is known as a fixer, and he's credited with turning around another tech company. He became CEO of Sybase in 1998. The company had experienced 4 years of losses, and stock was down 90%. He moved the company from business services to mobile information and generated a huge profit. In 2010, Sybase sold for $5.8 billion. Well, for more on BlackBerry's future, let's bring in Amanda Lang. She's in our Washington bureau tonight. So, Amanda, what's likely to happen now?
Well, the main thing, of course, is that the company needs to stabilize itself. It's interesting that John Chen, who's come in as CEO, has expertise in software for corporate clients. That's one part of BlackBerry's business. It's not, of course, the consumer hardware side they've been so focused on. So the indication is that's where they'll go, that the software for big companies is going to be the direction they take the business. It's what he knows well, and it's certainly he's a bit of a fix-up man. So the hope is, I guess, that he will come in and make that business as strong as it can possibly be. It's what happens to the hardware side, the consumer side, that remains very much up in the air.
What should we be watching for now?
I think the key thing is confidence. You know, will people keep buying these devices? We've already seen that consumers have hung back because when you don't know if a business is going to be around to service you, you don't want to go buy a product from them. If that really falls off the cliff before they resolve what they want to do with that business, whether they're going to sell it or spin it off in some way, that could really hurt their cash position. You know, this is already a 6 to 8 kind of quarter outlook in terms of how long they've got money to last them. They need people to stay confident in their viability, Peter.
Amanda's working out of Washington tonight. Thanks, Amanda.